Welcome back, Financial Issues. I'm Dan Celia. So we have Blair Korschun with us. Blair is the CEO now of Christian Community Credit Union. He is the new CEO. Blair was involved in many different types of banking over his years. He moved down from Denver, Colorado to California, Southern California. And they have been on a search for CEO for some time. Blair got the nod and very excited to be started now and getting a feel for Christian Community Credit Union. And so we were talking on the phone, and I said, I have some questions, some things that'd be great. I want to introduce you to our listeners. So that's what I am doing. And Blair, welcome so much. Thank you for being with us.
Well, thank you, Dan. I'm very honored to be part of your show today, and I'm very honored and humbled to be the new CEO at Christian Community Credit Union. Thanks for having me.
It was interesting, Blair, just before you came on, at the end of the last hour, Caleb, a caller from Texas, called, and the first thing he said was, hey, I want to just thank you for turning me on and all your listeners to Christian Community Credit Union. And I don't remember. Do you guys remember? Did he say he refied his mortgage or got a new mortgage? Refinanced. Okay. Refinanced his mortgage. And he went to Christian Credit Union, and he was talking about what a joy it was to deal with anybody that has had any experience dealing with a normal, routine mortgage company or a bank would certainly say the same thing. I've heard it 1,000 times about Christian Community Credit Union. I called back. He said, I called. I talked to a real person. They were so nice. And then I could talk to the same person if I needed to when I called back. And he was a young guy, but I almost said, welcome to the old way of doing business that unfortunately has lost its way. And we sure appreciate that about Christian Community Credit Union. And thank you for that. It is a blessing.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you to Caleb for those kind words. Everybody needs financial services, but I think with Christian Community, we're working to build God's kingdom and to help our members with good stewardship. And when we work together, we're hopefully helping our members and new members with their financial needs, and also promoting and helping grow the Christian community. So I think we have a common bond in our Christian mission, and when people help us, it helps the kingdom, and vice versa.
Blair, it really does help the kingdom. And for years, I shared some of the experiences with you last week. Years I had looked for a financial services kind of partner to come alongside us that I could recommend and to our listeners, because it's the number one thing they always ask. Is there a Christian bank out there somewhere, or is there a credit union, or whatever it might be? And I'm so grateful that we have one that we can now refer people to. And you're doing. You have partners all over the country. And one of the things that I get asked so much about is the co-op system of credit unions. And can you share that with our listeners and how it works there with Christian Community Credit Union? So it doesn't matter that they live in Richmond, Virginia, or Dallas, Texas. It doesn't matter. They have a branch that if they want to, they can do some things in. Tell us how that works.
Sure, happy to do that, Dan. The co-op network is basically a shared branch system for credit unions. And it works great for transactions, meaning if you want to make a deposit, if you need to withdraw some cash, if you want to make a payment on a loan, all those transactions can be done at any credit union that is a co-op member, and the vast majority of credit unions are members. So if you have an account with Christian Community, you could be at almost any credit union in the nation and do those transactions. What you can't do, and this is probably an important detail, is open the account initially at a shared location. So if a listener wants to open an account or get a loan with Christian Community Credit Union, they would need to do that with us first, and I'll tell them how to do that. But once the account is open and set up, then they can make payments, they can withdraw cash and do normal banking activities at any of the co-op shared locations. But initially, if they want to open a mortgage or a checking account, we do have 2 branches here in Southern California, but if you live anywhere else, the best way to do that is to call us on our 800 number, and we can do the complete account setup, take your loan application over the phone, and once that's in place, then you can use the co-op system for all your payments and other activities ongoing. The other option you can certainly set up a new account online and do that by going to our website. But that really is the key issue or key thing to understand is opening a new account. You should call us or go online to our website, and then once your account is set up, the co-op system works great.
It does. Yeah, it really does.
And you can, let's say you have a debit card or a credit card with us. You can use the co-op ATMs nationwide without a fee. So because of that, we have effectively one of the largest, if not the largest, ATM networks where you can make transactions without fees as well. But again, to set up that checking account or credit card account, call us or go online first, and then you're able to transact through any co-op location.
And it is, I just know from hearing from so many of our listeners and viewers around the country that have gotten car loans and refinance loans and mortgage loans and so on and so forth, what an incredible place it is to do business. It really is. And if you're a young person, it's kind of this is the way it used to be. You had somebody, hey, I know them in the branch. I can call them. They know me. The other thing that I love is that I had somebody call me a couple of weeks ago and said their mortgage has been sold for the 3rd time. And, it's frustrating, but you hold probably 90%, 85% of your mortgages, right, are held still by Christian Community Credit Union.
Yes, there is occasion where a few loans are sold, but the vast majority we do keep for the duration of the loan. So the vast majority we do keep in-house, and we like that because we want that relationship with our members. We want to be that community for them and feel like they have a personal connection to us.
Yeah. It is. There really is a personal connection, but more importantly, even than that, is their shared values. The notion. This is, by the way, folks, if you don't know, 60 years, Christian Community Credit Union has been around, was founded by three Baptist ministers or pastors, and it is an amazing organization. And when you call there, they share our worldview, they share our values, and it is such a blessing. And you know, CDs, checking accounts, or your auto loan, or whatever it might be, it is an amazing place. And Blair, I know that what we would love to be able to, on a very regular basis, bring you back and get updates. There may be something new that you guys are doing that you want to tell us about. We want to be able to be involved in that and getting that message out to everybody.
I would love that. I'd be honored to talk about what's new, what we can offer your listeners, and so thank you. I'd love to be part of that.
Great. And Christian Community Credit Union, folks, has given millions of dollars to the work of God, kingdom work, all around the world. And what a blessing that is. If you do use your credit card, guess what? Those fees, a portion of those fees are going to do missions work. Blair, I sure do appreciate you being with us, and I thank you for taking some time. Such a blessing.
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome. We appreciate you. God bless.